Hi, welcome back to BSC Army, the first decentralized, autonomous organization for social media on Binance Smart Chain. I'm Kristen, and I'll be the host for our live Q&A session today. So, as usual, we will be having two interesting giveaways. The first one will be the pre-live AMA giveaway that we have posted on our Twitter account before, and we'll be choosing 5 lucky winners by the end of this live. So stay tuned for that. The second one will be the in-live giveaway, which is where I will pick 5 of the best or comment or best questions that you guys dropped during our live. And the reward of those two giveaway will be a total of 200 USDTs. So we're broadcasting from our BSC Army YouTube channel. Again, if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for other new interesting videos that coming up next. So today we're welcoming Lilo from ShibaRocket. Right now we're having a little introduction about the project itself and Lilo himself. So let's get to it. That was a really amazing video from you, ShibaRocket. So hi Lilo, are you ready to give a little introduction?
Hi, Kristen. Yeah, sure. Okay, so my name is Lilo. I'm part of the ShibaRocket team. I've been into crypto for around about 5 years. I was an early investor in many great projects such as EOS, Cardano, Bitcoin Cash, name a few. I mainly learned to follow cryptocurrencies, with the fascination and understanding that, cryptos were not just a fad and that the technology will one day play a part in each and everyone's life. As well as this, I've been working with many great projects such as Refinance, Seascape Network, Gaze TV, Altura Network, and that's just to name a few. Having been involved with such great projects early on, it was a no-brainer for myself to become involved with this new project. What really attracted me to ShibaRocket was not only the vast array of talents within this team, but the idea and visions that the team had about the project going forward. So it's really exciting for me to be part of a community-led movement, and to bring forward a meme creation into something that will offer great benefits to anyone globally, and also move on Shiba to a real world use case.
Right. That was a really brief and good introduction from you about the whole project overall. So thank you for that. Right
No
now we'll
problem.
get a little, yeah, right now we'll get a little deeper into the project inside. First of all, where do you get the idea for the name of this project?
Okay, yeah, so we've been following the 2021 cycle closely, and the evolution of meme projects. By the way, some of our team are actually part of the founding team of the Shiba Inu project. We're pivotal in guiding and advising Shiba to become as successful as it is today. So we all know that meme projects have brought so much exposure to new crypto investors, which has helped in crypto adoption to some extent. So our idea was to make the meme economy a reality, basically. That's when the idea of ShibaRocket and his friends came to our mind. Obviously, Shiba became very popular with the help of Elon, as everybody probably knows. And the rocket part was our homage to his work he has done with the aerospace sector. So some may interpret the rocket part as we were only after a pump on our project. This is far from the truth. We're using Shiba to fast track our ideas and vision to make ShibaRocket become a global brand, one that offers real life benefits to the whole world and not just in the crypto space. So yeah, that's a bit of where ShibaRocket Okay.
That was pretty much for the origin of ShibaRocket, right?
Mhm.
May I ask that were you the only one who came up with this whole project? Or did you have any friends that were going along with you in the in the very first step of the whole journey?
Yeah, so basically there's a team of 15 of us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So in that team we've got front end and back end developers, we've got marketers, and we've got designers. We've also hired like a big development company that are working hand in hand with our devs, to deliver our roadmap. You can find this on our website for the roadmap. As I briefly mentioned before, 5 of our team members actually worked hand in hand with the original founding members of Shiba. And I can guarantee without these members on the Shiba team, Shiba would probably never been as big as it currently is. So we're quite blessed to have these people on our team. So we're working daily, we're pushing ideas, strategies, visions, and it's great to take that lead from people who have been there and done it, took an idea and made it a success. I must also briefly mention our designers for the project. They're some of the best in the industry. But as a team on the whole, we have the diverse skills, to take ShibaRocket to the heights of projects such as Dodge and Shiba, because we all have that same passion, to turn this meme into something special, beneficial for the whole global population.
Right.
That's what we're aiming to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. So were the designers designed the little logo of your project, like the little Shiba?
Yep. So all of our designers are obviously in-house,
Mm.
but obviously working from home at the moment because of the global pandemic. But yeah, the videos you see and the graphics are all created by our designers.
Right. Yeah. I love how like the cartoon pops out and like make like the whole scene look like a little town, right? Where you can like live in there and then do all the
Yeah.
shopping, do all the working. So yeah, that's like really creative and really captivating for our users. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's just a start with. We've got some really good ideas to push forward,
yeah,
so
I love
you'll be
that.
seeing a lot more.
Great. So sometimes I see Shiba Rocket is like referred as the next Dogecoin rocket. So do you have anything to like rebuttal to that or have to say anything to against that? And what do you think that makes it different from Dogecoin?
If I'm honest, I don't really know anything about Dogecoin rockets. So our goals are just to be passionate and focused for Shiba Rocket solely. So it'd be quite unfair and unethical of me to talk down any other project out there. But if we're talking about Shiba Rocket, we are building the world's first AR integrated NFT game app, which we will call Shiba Shop,
Mm-hmm.
which will be very similar to the Pokemon Go app that was released in
Mm-hmm.
2016. So basically, app users will be able to hunt special NFTs and their demographic, which will have real monetary value to the players. The idea is to really just to connect online shopping outlets and brands to the NFT game. And we're obviously going to offer discounts on all your favorite shopping items, which include fashion, food, boots, sports items, just to name a few. So, so once the user, collects our special NFTs, this will give the user the ability to shop online and in stores and redeem discounts based on the NFT they own. So, for instance, if you had, been out and looking for new NFTs on our app, and you were lucky enough to find our panda character Yuyan, you could then go to the app, redeem the special discount code for the brands that Shiba loves specifically. So for instance, there'll be like a list of retailers that we have partnered with, that also Yuyan's favorite places to shop. So Yuyan loves everything to do with fashion, basically. So users can go into our app, find a brand that are partnered with us in the fashion section, like an example, like Gucci, and the user will be able to use a one-time discount code to use a Gucci. After this, the NFT will then go into the user's unredeemable list. And they would have to find Yuyan Panda again to be able to utilize another discount code. But we make this even more exciting by adding in the dimension of rare NFTs. So these rare NFTs will also be increased discounts for the characters. But to add even more value, these NFTs will also be allowed to be traded for monetary value on NFT marketplaces. So for instance, if you collect a rare NFT, you could get up to 50% off brand shopping. Obviously, these could be very lucrative monetary value NFTs on the marketplace, because obviously, if you can imagine like a very high-end retailer on board, let's say for example, Tiffany, and Tiffany is offering our users a 30% discount when claiming our rare Yuyan NFT. Now, for a normal person like me and you, 30% off of 200 bracelets is a nice $60 off, which is a great saving. But for a millionaire that has $10,000 to spend, a 30% off discount code could mean a huge saving. So you can see the benefits that our rare NFTs could save on the open marketplace. So the value, will be there.
Yeah, clearly. So I mean, since you already mentioned all of your product that you have had right now, so I mean, after a really descriptive like explanation of all of that, like the shop and like all the discount, would you like to go more into your tokenomics? Yeah, like how it works with all of the applications that you've had.
The what? Sorry, tokenomics.
Yeah, the tokenomic that you guys have right now for the ShibaRocket.
Like the business model.
Well, you can mention that too, but like I want to know more about how the tokenomic distribution works, and yeah, how does it apply to all the apps that you've had?
Okay. Yeah. So basically, our total supply is very small for a meme project. It's 1 billion. We distributed it the following ways. So we put 450 million tokens in BSC liquidity. The pre-salers was 277 million. We kept back marketing funds of 50 million. The development fund for all the apps will be 123 million, and we've saved back some for airdrops, which is 50 million, and 50 million for the team. Obviously, all the funds that we raise through the app will be ploughed back into the app's development and marketing. What else have we got? We've also got 30% of the vested tokens will be burned, and the rest will be like distributed in small chunks over the next 12 months to avoid selling pressure. So yeah, we've got it all covered. We can function to high standards based on the distribution model. So yeah, we're happy with the model and the tokenomics that we've released.
Right. So do you think it was distributed wisely during the among the team and among the users?
Yeah, I mean, a plan, had been developed to distribute them fairly. So yeah, our teams come up with a great strategy and a plan, and that's how it's been executed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I hope you all know what you're doing, and I hope you have all satisfied with the decision of the team and all of that, right?
Yeah, I mean, behind our team, there are a lot of great minds, ones that have worked with really good companies. So,
of course,
yeah, they know the strategy very well.
Yeah, you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. So,
yeah, that's it.
So what makes ShibaRocket more appealing to the community, to the public, other than the fact that it is a meme coin?
Okay, that's simple. So basically, we're the first meme project that aims to bring this meme economy into reality by giving a real life use case. So, like, in order to achieve that, we had taken Shiba and his friends to the next level. So, we're partnering with big brands in order to make ShibaRocket globally recognized. We're also looking for partners with other crypto projects to integrate them into our own ecosystem. So we'll be doing this by adding their project special characters to our mini games, our upcoming NFT comic series, and our Shiba Shop AR app. So far we've been basically focusing solely on our strategy and vision for the projects, and now we'll begin to really push the ShibaRocket vision and ideas to large projects to not only help spread awareness of ShibaRocket, but have also a mutually beneficial partnership. So partnerships, we've basically partnered with a couple of large meme projects already, such as Corgi and Chico. They've also got large active communities, and we will be introducing Corgi as one of the characters in one of our games. So these partnerships are really good.
Right. I think you have the video about like the shop, or is it like the one that we've had, like like the Shiba shop that you mentioned? Because
Sorry,
yeah, we can show that to the audience because they will love to, like they won't have to like visualize all the things that you say, and then you could just show them the video. Is it
yeah,
fine?
sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Right, that was really dramatic. Like how you made the trailer.
Well, it's a game that we're really excited about releasing. So yeah, we're really looking forward to this. So we wanted to make it a bit more dramatic.
Oh, so you guys are working on it right now, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's due to be released within the next couple of weeks. I think it might even be at the end of this week. So obviously,
Can you,
yeah. Sorry.
yeah, can you like give a little sneak peek for our viewers right here? Because they really love to hear about it.
Oh, what? Sorry, a snippet.
Like uncover it a little bit about the game that you guys are working on and may
Yeah,
release soon.
yeah. So basically, it's a Shiba shooter game. Obviously, it's ShibaRocket branded, and we have to kill another meme, which is Sam, Evil Sam.
Mm. Mm.
Users will be able to collect points and redeem NFTs with them points. So it's really quite good, and yeah, with the NFTs that they receive, they'll be able to trade these ones or use them for in-app discounts. So it's quite a really exciting first product for us.
Right. Yeah, so are you guys gonna, make it into like a mobile app game or just gonna be on the desktop?
Yep. So it's going to be available on the Apple Store and obviously the Android. Not initially, but
Mm.
that's coming in the roadmap. So this will be available within our website initially.
Great. Yeah, I mean, of course, all of us are really excited to hear more about this in the future. But for now, let's just keep it like that much, so that we won't like, open up too much. Um, so maybe can you would you give me like three key points that you think um you would like convince the investors to invest in your project for the long term?
Yeah, sure. So basically, number one, I'd say the Shiba Swap AR application. It's going to be really fun. It'll be beneficial for the end users. Users will, have to own and stake a small amount of tokens to gain access to the app and its benefits. The more tokens staked will give users more features in the application and the more chances to find super rare NFTs. We believe having this function, will entice millions of users to our application for the benefits, and having our tokens staked for an amount of time will not only keep the price stable, but the more users we have, the more tokens stay out of the exchanges for trading and into a dormant state. So it's making our token more scarce and valuable in the long term. I'd say number two, we have some cool ShibaRocket mini games dropping within the next couple of weeks. That will allow users to have fun, but also gain NFTs while collecting points. And we also we have a little what was it? Yeah. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of stuff planned to release in the next couple of weeks. So please bear with us and follow our roadmap as we deliver with that. So yeah, we're also producing Shiba and his friends comic series, where you can read and follow the stories about the characters. That will earn you nice little discounts at branded retailers. Along with these, we're releasing special editions of the comics, where other meme projects and meme characters will be introduced, such as everyone's favourite Peppy the Frog, Evil Sam, Dodge, and even Elon Musk and CZ Finance. These will be rare copies, and we will look to put these into the open markets, where everyone can bid and hold a bit of ShibaRocket memorabilia. Just to add to that, our first series in the comic is already in production. That'll be dropping soon, which we're really excited about. I'll just say we genuinely believe collectively that we have all the ingredients to take Shiba global. We have the right strategy, vision, and team. And again, I reiterate, having various original Shiba team members in our team, it gives us real motivation that they know how to take ShibaRocket to the next level, which they've already proved. They've also got the right contacts to push that idea into reality.
Great. You've mentioned a lot about the NFT games that you guys are working on right now. I mean, I'm sure I mean, you guys have the reason for doing that because like NFT is the trend right now in the market, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, would you think like when the trend stop being trendy, do you think that your project will like also kind of like be affected by that, or do you have any strategy to keep your project like still being heated and like everyone will still be attracted?
Yeah, I mean, obviously NFTs are still quite new in this space, so we don't believe that they're going to die off anytime soon. Probably, in fact, that more things will be released as NFTs going forward. So we believe there's still an opportunity, and it's going to be around for a long time. But if anything, happens like that, then we'll adjust our business model and move towards the next in thing, as they say in crypto. But yeah, I mean, we've always got a plan if if something becomes unpopular.
Great.
But
Yeah,
also, obviously, we're offering discounts, which is very popular. So we can adjust stuff around, to cater for this market still. But at the moment, NFTs are everywhere, so it's a great way to earn at the moment.
Yeah, I know like giving out discounts and like giveaways and all that is a really
Hmm.
great way to, attract users, right?
Yeah.
But do you think, like by giving out too much discounts, like that, would it affect your profit, like the team, the developers' profit somehow? Ủa, lá rồi. Hello?
So, sorry, I'm just having issues
Oh,
hearing.
do you hear my question?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so I was saying like I mean, you mentioned like discounts and like, I know like giving out discounts and giveaways are really great for users attraction. But like, do you think by giving out too much of that would somehow affect the developers or like the team profit?
Hello? Hello? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
I think it got cut up a little bit.
Sorry. Sorry, could you repeat that question, please?
Oh, so like by giving out too much discounts, would do you think it would affect the team, the developers' profit?
No, not at all. So it won't affect the developers' profits because the discounts not actually coming from our ecosystem. They're coming from the brands themselves. So the brands that we will work with will foot this shortfall in return for heavy global marketing that we have planned. We've already budgeted for this in our marketing strategy. So it'll be like a mutually beneficial agreement between both the brands and ShibaRocket. Like our main aim is to create a blockchain focused product that can be ported into the real world without the need to make it overly complex for the non-crypto users. So we believe that sharing the cost with the brands will, mutually benefit both parties. Hello,
Hello?
hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, 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 I can. Can you hear me okay?
Sorry. Yeah. You just
Okay.
froze a bit on the screen then.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I hope it works now. Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
Great, great. Yeah, I'm totally satisfied by your answer.
Hmm.
And yeah, sure the viewers are as well. So, I mean, we know there are like a lot of scam projects out there in the market. So
Hmm.
how do you guarantee that your system, your security system works fine enough to like protect, to secure your users' wallets as well as the trust to ShibaRocket?
Okay, so that's obviously a very important question. So we have already begun to speak to the industry's best quality assurance teams, a bit like CERTIC. So we want to protect our funds plus the users' funds. We want the community to have the peace of mind, that our contracts, games, and apps will be fully audited. Um, so our white paper is coming out this month. We will detail each team that we'll proceed to connect with, and we'll take obviously all the precautionary measures to make our users' funds safe. So yeah, obviously the all the app is already in development. It's already paid for. We've put a lot of money into this. It would be very silly of us not to take security, to the top level. So we will pay for the best audits, and we'll have the best security for our applications.
Hmm, great,
You
great.
can't you can't
Yeah.
you can't cut costs on security,
Mm, yeah. I mean, what's like works best for your project, right?
of course.
Yeah. So right now we'll move on to the part where we like talk more about your business plan. Um, so like about like the roadmap and all of that. How has the business going? Where are you guys right now on the roadmap? And do you get any like trouble working through those like trademarks that you passed?
Mhm. Good question. Okay. Yeah, so we've got big development cycles ahead. So obviously we're starting with our mini games. So we have our first mini game obviously being released this week or next, Shiba Shooter. Uh, Initially, this will be released as a standalone game on our website, and then it'll be integrated on chain. So next we have the NFT drops. So we will be dropping some special NFTs to our community. Next we have the special comics that we are already being developed by our illustrator and designer. We obviously have the online shopping discount brands that we will be partnering with. We'll be releasing the Sheep Shop version 1, non-AR. And yeah, users will need to find NFTs within the app to earn points, which obviously they can redeem then points then for the discount coupon codes during the shopping. And then we've got the Shiba Shop V2. This will have the augmented reality built in. So we've got all this development and we're going to deliver that all this year. Obviously, if you want to have a better look at our roadmap with the timelines, then you can have a look on our website. Okay, what's coming up this month? So can't get the words out. Sorry, we're mostly focusing on marketing this month. So we've agreed a deal with an influencer with over 3 million followers on Instagram to help us spread the news. So that'll be the first, bit of influencer help that we're getting. We're also running various marketing campaigns over the next 2 weeks to spread awareness. So users should join us in our Telegram group for a chance to win some nice cash prizes. The campaign starts later on today, in fact. So if anybody wants to get involved, then head over to our Telegram. We also have an active airdrop campaign that's going on at the moment. So we're giving away 15 million ShibaRockets, which is like 1.5% of our total supply, just for taking, part in a few social media activities. Again, it's all about spreading the word of ShibaRocket. But obviously, we'd like to get more holders, so feel free for anybody to join. And then the following activities rolling out this week. So we've got the beginning of our community plan to start the weekly burn of 40 million tokens. We have the first, obviously the games. We have the NFT drops for ShibaRocket token holders. So yeah, regarding challenges, luckily we've not really come across any. We are touch wood plain sailing at the moment. We've really bonded as a team, and we have the sufficient skills within our team to overcome challenges. That's not to say we won't have any challenges going forward, but so far so good.
So yeah, you really went through all like the important dates and like all the deadlines and like all the things that been launched before. I mean, I think you did a really good job on all of that.
Thank you.
And yeah, you always know like where you're heading to, so that's really great. You got your plan like all pictured out, and you got your team back up for the whole project.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a really good way to get the whole project working and running on the market.
Like I say, the team want to be, fully transparent,
Of
and
course, yeah.
obviously we have a vision and a strategy to follow. And one day, our plan is to take over Shiba in the rankings. So hopefully we'll get there. I think we've got a really good chance with the team and
Yeah.
the acumen and vision.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I wish you would achieve all the, of the goals and of the targets that you had
thank
written
you.
out. Yeah. So next up, we will move on to the Q&A section, which is also one of the giveaways that we mentioned. But before that, let's watch a little video of ShibaRocket that we prepared before getting to the Q&A. So, yep. Okay, so right now, we've picked out 5 of the best comments slash questions from the viewers who are watching our live AMA, and yeah, for those 5 winners, we will post up your usernames and like how to claim your reward later on our BSC Army Twitter account. So don't forget to okay. So yeah, we're back for the second part of the live AMA sections, which is the Q&A from our viewers. So we've picked out 5 of the best questions from our live. The first one is, when following a roadmap, what is the next important priority? Lilo, I think they would love to hear from you. Hi. you still there?
Hello? I am.
Yeah.
I am. What
Okay,
happened?
so oh no, I think it was like a bad connection problem. So
Oh.
yeah. So for the first question, can you answer our audience?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so did you hear what the question was?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so when following a roadmap, what is the next important priority?
Well, following the roadmap, obviously you want to achieve everything on that roadmap. But obviously we want to give our community the say all the way
Mm-hmm.
through that roadmap as well. So yeah, I mean the next most important priority is the next on the roadmap.
Great, yeah. I mean, you mentioned that earlier in the first part, so yeah, I think
Mhm.
they have been satisfied enough. Um, so for the next question that we have, how does the protocol provide strong incentives for users to join the network? And why is it a good choice to choose your protocol out of the hundreds of stablecoins currently in existence?
Okay, so obviously we aren't a stable coin, just for starters. So we're going to be offering a lot of incentives within the app.
Mm-hmm.
So just for holding, you know, tokens, then we will be airdropping random NFTs to users, which will be, these will be available to sell on the markets or to use at your own leisure. So there will be quite a lot of incentives for sticking with us. Um, yeah.
Yeah, great. Yeah, thank you for that information. We're moving on to the third one. So, what are the specific problems you aim to solve in the ecosystem?
Okay, so I think the obviously the biggest problem we're solving is making a meme economy a reality, which
Mm,
indirectly helps the meme ecosystem, and gives other meme projects motivation to think big instead of pump and dump. It will also help investors understand, what many projects are supposed to do in order to be acceptable in the crypto, as well as the mainstream.
right. Other than that, do you have any like like have any other problems that you can think of right now, like out there on the network?
Well, obviously, there's what we're trying to bring in, as we're trying to connect NFTs with shopping.
Mm,
So obviously, collecting NFTs are going to give a lot of people, benefits when it comes to shopping.
mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean, the biggest problem would be connecting them, I guess. But we're on his way
So,
to doing
yeah,
that.
how do you plan to solving that?
How do we plan in solving that? We're obviously contacting brands at the moment.
Mm,
So once we get the brands on board, we can aim to connect the NFT value to these brands and offer discounts.
right. So yeah, so it's just like sticking to the old
Yeah,
methods that
it's
you've
just
had. Yeah.
connecting everything, connecting the dots.
Mm, right. Um, for the fourth question, does your team have enough base reserves, meaning the funds, communities, um, to hit your roadmaps milestones?
Yeah, we have the marketing fund, development fund, and we also have a business model as explained in the interview. We collected 150 BNB during the pre-sale.
Mm-hmm.
So we've budgeted wisely, and yeah, I mean, all the funds are allocated to the deliverables. So yeah, we're happy with what we've got,
Mm.
and we know
So,
that we can deliver.
yeah, how do you plan on like attracting more and more like traffic from the community? And yeah, like from the users and all that. Have you had any plan on that?
Yeah, like I say, we've got quite an extensive marketing budget, so we will be connecting, big names to our project. So as I said earlier regarding a really big influencer in Instagram, he's agreed to join our project and help us to get the word out about ShibaRocket. So that's just the start, but we've also got a lot of big plans, like articles and mainstream media, Yahoo and places like that. So we have got a really good marketing vision that we will execute.
Great. Yeah. I mean, like the best way to like for like a marketing strategy to work for like a new like project is through like expanding all the social media and like like where to hit on like what the trend is and all that, like to hit on the market, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So now we reach our last question of the section today. How will you manage and develop your project to gain a position in the market and become a good project in the blockchain industry?
Again, we've got obviously we've got early adopters of and the team members of Shiba Inu. So you obviously know where Shiba Inu is at the moment. So they've obviously our team has gained a lot of knowledge, and they obviously know how to take a project globally. Well, globally in the crypto domain. So obviously we're going to utilize a similar strategy, but obviously with more bang with this one, shall we say? Obviously we've got products to offer, and we've got a plan, to bring new users and to make it usable, really, and obviously connect real life to crypto. That's our main aim, and we believe once doing that, we can get a lot of users using our products.
Great. Yeah, I think this is a really good question to end our talk today. I mean, like getting to the future and like all the plans ahead and all of that, right? So yeah, I think we've had enough about the project's insights and like the like ShibaRocket overall. So right now let's get to our last section, which is where we find out who are the 5 lucky winners of the pre-life AMA giveaway. This is where we're gonna use our picking tool to pick our winners. So this is like the exciting part. Okay. Woo! Okay, we got our winners. So these users, we're gonna put your usernames and your information and all that on our Twitter post later, right after this live. So stay tuned and look forward to that so you can know when to claim and how to claim your reward. For now, let's end our live here, Lilo. I think we had a really, a more like overview and like a more, how do I say that? Like a really whole completion like view about the project, about ShibaRocket, right? And I myself get to know more about you as a person, as a developer, and also about ShibaRocket as a project. So yeah, that's a really, I think that was a really great live image that we've had. I hope to see you again in the future, Lilo. So for now, have a good day.
Thank you very much, Kristen, and thank you to everybody.